welcome to Beats and Fields home learning video. Today we are going to be learning to make salt dough and a pig from the salt dough. Now you can see Missing has made a pig earlier, and this is our waggle, and a waggle means what a good one looks like. So this is my waggle, and this is what we're going to be learning to make today. Okay, so to begin with, we need to, I'm just going to put this side to side. To begin with, we need to make sure our sleeves are nicely rolled up, and we need to make sure, girls, that our hair is tied back. So Missing's got her band, and she's just going to tie her hair up, just like this, really quickly. Okay, now to make salt dough, we are going to need a bowl, a chopping board, a wooden spoon, a big spoon, a mug with some water in, or a jug, some salt, and some plain flour. We're also going to need later on a plastic bag, a pencil, and some scissors. Okay, but to make the dough first, boys and girls, we are going to get our big spoon, and we are going to get our plain flour, and we are going to count 5 times and put the flour into the bowl. So Missing's going to put her big spoon in and get a big spoon just like this, and she's going to count 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now that can go away because we don't need that anymore. And I'm then going to get my salt. So I'm going to get my big spoon again, and I'm going to count 3 times. So I'm going to pour it in and hold my spoon really steady, and I'm going to hold it. I'm going to pour, making sure it covers the whole of the big spoon. I'm going to stop. I'm going to drop 1 in, and I'm going to do the same again. 2, making sure it covers all the spoons. So that's number 2, and then the last one. Number 3. Now that can go away as well. And then, boys and girls, I'm going to get my spoon and I'm going to mix it together just like that. Right, next, boys and girls, we need our cup of water. Now, it doesn't have to be a lot of water, it just needs to be a little bit, but we need some water. So Missing now is going to count once. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of water in at a time. We don't want to put the whole thing in, because if we put all the water in, it's going to go really sloppy and it's not going to be dough. We need to put a little bit of water in so we can make our dough nice and squidgy. Okay, so Missing's going to put her spoon in and count 1. I'm then going to put my big spoon down and get my wooden spoon, and I'm going to mix it together. So just mix it all together till you see all the water has gone. And I'm then going to do it again. So I'm going to grab my water and I'm going to count 2. So I'm going to do the same again, and I'm going to mix it together. I'm going to do it again. So that's 3. Mix it together. 4. Mix it together again. And what you'll start to see, boys and girls, is small balls of dough, and they look a bit like this. Look a bit like that. They're just small clumps of dough. And you can just start to see them come together. So we're on number 5. Mix it together till all the water's gone again. Number 6. Remember, boys and girls, if you need any help, this is when you ask your mummies and daddies to help you. And it's always good to ask our mummies and daddies to help us. And 7. Now, boys and girls, you can start to see that it's starting to turn into bigger balls of dough. And that's okay, because that's what we want. I'm going to count again. 8. 9. And what you can start to see, boys and girls, is I'm pushing it together. So I'm pressing and pushing, because we need to turn it into a ball of dough. And I think all we need is 9 spoons of water. If you do any more, that's fine, because you can always add more. Right, because I've got some on my spoon, I'm going to use my big finger and I'm going to push it down, just like that. Remember, boys and girls, not to eat it or put it in your mouth, because it doesn't taste very nice. It tastes quite yucky. So when I'm finished with my spoon, I'm going to put it down, and this is the fun time because I'm going to use my hands, making sure my sleeves are still rolled up nice and high, and I'm going to get my dough and I'm going to push it together. I'm going to get both my hands and push it together, making sure that all the dough is pushed together, and I'm going to rub it against the side to make sure there's no dough left. When I have done that, I'm going to then put it onto my chopping board. So this can go away, and I'm going to get my chopping board, and I'm just going to do the kneading part. Now the kneading part, boys and girls, is when you push the dough together to make a shape. So this thing is going to push, press, 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 and I'm going to roll it together, and I'm going to keep press, 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 just making sure that there's no more lumpy bits and it all turns nice and smooth. Now you can pick it up and press, pick it up and press, and pick it up and press. So we can just keep doing that for a few minutes, just like this thing, making sure that none of it gets stuck to the chopping board. And then I'm going to then roll it into a ball, just like this. I'm going to turn it into a ball. That's it. Now, boys and girls, we have made our salt dough, and that's what it should look like. Okay, brilliant. Right, now this is where we need our bag, our plastic bag, because we're going to put it down onto here. So Miss Thing's going to put our salt dough onto our plastic bag, and this will help us, boys and girls, to keep our piggy, like Miss Thing's done earlier on her waggle, onto the plastic bag, so that when it needs to dry, we don't have to move it and it won't break. So Miss Thing's going to get rid of her chopping board now, and she does, because she doesn't need it, and I'm going to lift my dough up. Now, remember, boys and girls, when we are making our pig, we need our pencil, we need our pair of scissors. Okay, right. So the first shape, as you can see on Miss Thing's waggle, is a circle for the face. So that's what we need to do first. So Miss Thing's going to get her dough, get her scissors. Now, be careful, boys and girls, because scissors can be quite sharp, so you might want a grown-up at home to help you. So our thumb goes in the top, our finger goes in the bottom, and we are going to cut our dough. Making sure our fingers to one side, cut, cut, cut. Put them down, and that dough can go down. Now, I'm going to just cut it again, because I don't want my face to be too big, because I would need another circle for my body. So I'm going to just cut it again, cut, 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 until I have a piece of dough around about that sort of size. It doesn't matter if you want to make a big pig, but I want to make sure that I have enough for the whole body, and this should be enough dough to make the whole body. So I'm then going to just turn it into a circle, and I'm going to squish his face down. Oh, it is very squidgy. And there you have it, boys and girls. That's my circle for my face, and I'm just going to press it together, just like that, to make sure I've got my circle for my face. Right, back to Miss Thing's waggle. What do you think I need next, boys and girls? You're right, I need 2 ears. Now, to do the ears, boys and girls, we're going to have to get some dough again. We're going to have to get our scissors, thumb in the top, finger in the bottom, and we're going to have to cut some dough off again. And I'm going to have to cut it into 2, because we need 1, 2 ears. So Miss Thing's just going to try and turn them into a bit of a triangle by pressing together with her fingers, pushing down, and it looks like a bit of a triangle. So that's Miss Thing's 1 ear, and I'm just going to push it down. It needs to go this way, sorry, boys and girls. It needs to go here. So Miss Thing's just going to push it together, roll it, and then I'm going to press and pinch, and then that's 1 ear. And then I'm going to use my scissors again. Cut, roll, press, and pinch, just like that. And there you have it, boys and girls. We have our 2 ears. Right, what do you think we need next? That's right, we need 2 eyes. 1, 2. So this is where your pencil comes in. So what we're going to do, boys and girls, is we're going to use our thumb and our skinny finger, and we're going to hold it together, and then our 2 fingers go underneath, and we need to make sure, boys and girls, that it's near the bottom so we can hold it nice and strong. So Missing's going to get her pencil, and she's going to press 2 times into the dough. So you're going to hold your pencil and you're going to go 1, wiggle, and 2, wiggle. And then we're going to put our pencil down. So there, boys and girls, we have 1, 2 ears, 1, 2 eyes. Now the next thing, what do you think we need? That's right, we need our piggy nose. So Missing's going to get her dough again, thumb and finger, and she's going to cut and make a circle for the nose. So this is quite a big amount. So we need just a little bit. So I'm going to cut again, and I'm going to roll it into a ball, just like that. Roll it into a ball, palm, palm, and I'm just going to roll it into my hands just like that. And I'm going to then press down. Now, we're just going to turn it. We're just going to get our 2 fingers and pinch at the side so it looks a bit more flatter. And I'm then going to put it onto my piggy face like that. So now this piggy has 2, these are called nostrils, and they're the holes in your nose, boys and girls. So Missing's going to get a small piece of dough, and I'm going to cut it into 2 again. And I'm going to do the same thing and roll it into a ball. So that's 1 ball, and that's 2 ball. It's a bit big, so Missing's just got to cut it off a little bit more. And there you have it, boys and girls. We have 2 ears, 1, 2, 2 eyes, 1, 2, and a nose with 2 nostrils, 1, 2. Now what else do you think we're missing? That's right, we need a smiley face. So this is the tricky part, boys and girls. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we don't have a lot of dough, and we're going to cut into 2 pieces. I'm going to put this bit down, put it back onto my dough pile, and this part is where we're going to use our fingers, and we're going to turn it into a bit of a squiggly snake. So we're just going to press and move them to the outside. And if you can't do that, that's fine. You just need to squidge it together with your 2 fingers and pinch. A bit like a straw, when we use it for milk, we pinch it together. And there you have it, boys and girls. I have a smiley face now, so I'm just going to put that on the bottom. And that's our smiley face. So next we need, boys and girls, we've done our face, we need a circle for our body. So this is where we need our big pile of dough, but we don't need all of it because we still need to make legs and a tail. So I'm going to cut again, really carefully. And I'm going to roll it into a ball, just like that, just like Missing's been doing with everything else. And I'm going to press down, making sure it feels a bit squidgy. I do like the feel of salt dough. And that's our body. And it is a circle. So, boys and girls, we have our face, we have our body. We now need our 1, 2 legs. So Missing's going to get her dough, and she's going to cut really carefully again, just a little bit. Put that bit aside, and I'm going to cut again into 2 pieces. 1, 2. And I'm going to do the same thing again, which is pinch, 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 pinch. And we have 1 leg. And then Missing's going to pinch, 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 pinch. It's a bit long, so she's just going to... And we have 2 legs. Now, we have one more thing left, and that is the piggy tail. So again, I'm going to get my big pile of dough, and I'm going to cut, cut, cut. Be careful of your fingers. put that down, and I'm going to then cut it into 2 again, because it's not a big pile of dough, it's just a small ball of dough. So I'm going to then cut it again into a size about that, and I'm then going to roll it a bit like a squiggly snake and pinch it with my 2 fingers, my 2 pinchy fingers, and we have our tail. So I'm then going to put this bit on here, and I'm going to push down nice and gently, not too hard, and then I'm going to get this bit and I'm going to turn it into a circle like that. And remember, boys and girls, you can get your mummies and daddies to help you with any of the tricky parts, because I'm sure they'd love to have a go. And there we have it, boys and girls. We have a piggy body. Okay, so I hope you had fun today, and we are going to leave these to dry, ready to decorate for the next time. So what you need to do is just put them somewhere nice and warm to dry, so it can be near a window, or it can be just on the side of your kitchen, and they can dry. And this way, it doesn't get damaged. So I hope you had fun today, and I'll see you soon. And if you want to tune in next week for Dough Disco, you can do, because Miss Gato is going to do Dough Disco. See you soon. Bye bye.